एष मे सर्वधर्माणां धर्मोऽधिकतमो मतः यद्भक्त्या पुण्डरीकाक्षं स्तवैरर्च्चे नरः सदा. This is considered by me to be the superior dharma among all the dharmas, whereby a man always worships Pundarikaksha by means of praises uttered with devotion. Yudhishthira wanted to know what is the greatest dharma according to Bhishma. So Bhishma gives him the answer in this verse. There are many dharmas told by the Vedas and by elders which are in keeping with the Vedas. Sarva dharmanam, among all of them, eshaha dharmaha adhikatamaha, this dharma is the best. Me mataha, this is my view. Yat naraha sada archet, the man who always worships the Lord. How? Stavaihi gunasankirtana lakshanehi, by the means of praises that sing the glories of Parameshwara. Bhishma refers to him as Pundarikaksha. Hridaya Pundarike Prakashamanaha Pundarikakshaha, the one who shines in the lotus of our heart, that is the Buddhi, as Vasudeva, the Atma. Worshipping the Lord and bringing the Lord into one's life is the greatest dharma. This is the best means for achieving the ultimate end. Through worship with commitment and devotion, you bring Ishvara into your life. More of Ishvara in one's life means there is more reality, more objectivity in one's life, because Ishvara is the reality. What is the superiority of this worship in the form of Guna Sankirtana, hymns of praise? This method of worship does not cause any harm to others, does not require another person or object, and is not determined by considerations of time or space. If a Vedic ritual has to be done, a fire has to be lighted, various materials have to be gathered, and various oblations have to be prepared. There may be ants, termites, and also other insects in the firewood. It would be himsa, even if it is done without knowledge. Whereas in this kind of worship, there is nothing else needed except oneself. Here it is only stuti, praise of the Lord, that is repeated. This stuti can be done loudly, softly, or mentally. So what is accomplished by the rituals can also be accomplished by stuti. This is not to put down the rituals, but a praise of the Vishnu Sahasranama, so as to encourage people to chant the Vishnu Sahasranama. Paramayo mahatteja paramayo mahattapaha paramayo mahadbrahma paramaya parayanam. He who is the exalted and greatest light, the exalted and superior ruler, and the exalted limitless Brahman is the ultimate goal. Bhishma tells Yudhishthira, listen to what I am going to say. I am going to tell you the 1,000 words, names of Vishnu. Yudhishthira asked, what is the Ekam Parayanam, the one ultimate end? This is the second question, and it is being answered here. He is Parama, exalted, and Mahat Tejas, the greatest light. The sun, moon, stars, and so on are the luminaries. Among all the shining objects, the Mahat Tejas, the greatest light, is the Swaprakasha Atma, Param Brahma. That light is all shining in terms of knowledge, and Chaitanya Lakshana, limitless consciousness in terms of Swarupa. He is Sarva Avabhasaka, the illuminator of everything, but is not illumined by anything. Shankara quotes from the Shruti to explain this. Yena suryaha tapati tejasa iddaha. That lighting by which the sun shines, that is spoken of by the Devas as the Jyotisham Jyotihi, the light of all lights. Neither the sun, nor the moon, nor the stars, nor the lightnings light up that Brahman. How can this fire light it? Everything shines after that self alone, which is the light of all lights. By its light alone, all this shines. Know that light which obtains in the sun and lights up the entire world, that which obtains in the moon and the fire, to be mine alone, says Bhagavan in the Gita. He is the Paramam Mahat, the exalted and the greatest tapas. Tapati Agnyapayati Ishteti Tapaha. He is the one who commands and controls. He ordains, rules everything. It is because of his tapas, mandate, order, that everything functions. It is because of his delegation of power that all the devatas work. That is, the eyes function, the ears function, everything moves the way it has to do. It has to move. Due to his mandate alone, everything does what it has to do. Nobody can transgress that order. Even without knowledge, if you touch the fire will burn. That is the order. So, he is the one whose order you cannot transgress without getting the result given by the order itself. Remaining inside all the bhutas and in all the lokas as the Antaryami, Ishvara, the Chetana Atma, with his Maya, Yamayati, rules. Bhishmat, because of fear of him, the wind keeps moving. The sun rises every day in the eastern sky and does not change its course. Agni and Indra do their jobs. Mrityu, the lord of death, does his job even though he has to keep jumping from place to place. It is not really fear, but the tight order that makes each one of the planets to be in motion in its own orbit. Or we can see it all as the dance of Nataraja, and when the dancing stops, everything goes back to the Lord. Nataraja is not dancing in the Jagat, but the dance is itself the Jagat. Creation is motion, and when the dancing stops, there is no creation, no Jagat. The dancing Lord is the Jagat. Non-dancing is Pralaya, dissolution, and then all motion stops. He is Paramam Mahat Brahma. Brahman is that which is big. Mahat Brahma means that it is bigger than the biggest, and there is nothing bigger than that. Everything is within that, there being nothing other than that. Further, he is Parama. He is pointed out by the Shruti as Satyam Jnanam Anantam, the ultimate truth of everything and limitless in every way. He alone is Parayana, the ultimate end, the final destination. The word Parama, along with Parayana, shows that it is Punaravritti Shanka Rahita. It is the final destination where the journey of the individual comes to an end and there is no coming back. Usually, every end is only a leaving point for a new beginning. Every destination becomes the starting point for further destinations. If a person goes to Swargaloka, then that becomes the point from which he goes to Martyaloka. What is the final destination? It should be one having reached which there is no going back. That is only Param Brahma, which is not other than oneself. If you have to go anywhere, then you will come back. But if it is oneself, then one does not go and therefore does not come back. If the end is yourself and still you want to gain it, the gain can be only by knowledge. Therefore, you should ask the Lord, please give me that knowledge because of which I will be you. You and I are one and the same, and since you are limitless, I cannot be separate from you. If the individual is separate from the Lord, then the Lord will be limited. Therefore, the Lord is the Parayana. He is the ultimate end, achieving which you become the Lord. This is the greatest achievement, and being limitless, there is nothing more to be achieved. By the mention of the word Parama everywhere, anything less than Parama is negated. So the one who is Paramam Tejaha, who is Paramam Tapaha, who is Paramam Brahma, is that Lord who is Paramam Parayanam, the ultimate end, and Sarva Bhutanam Ekam Parayanam, the one ultimate end for all beings. This is the ultimate end which you asked for. Om Tat Sat.